Alvarez should be here, I think, this year if he keeps going.
Yeah, at some point I think he will be here. A September call-up for sure, because you're going to have that guy sitting there on the bench learning his craft so that it makes the transition to the big leagues a little bit easier. He'll be catching bullpens and getting comfortable with guys when they're working on, on the side, and so that's when you want him. But you want him to put up his numbers, get all the experiences, go through slumps. It's great when everything's going great right now, right? The game's easy when you're hitting 13 home runs and 33 RBIs in 50 games. The game's easy. Then all of a sudden when you struggle, how does he bounce back? You don't want to learn that the hard way. Look at Jared Kelenic. They jumped him up to the big leagues and want to see what he can do, and all you keep seeing is him, not only his average plummet, but his self-confidence has been plummeting nonstop. And it's like, at what point do you say, hey, he needs to go back down for some more seasoning just so he can figure out how to get back, to that good positive feeling? Remember, hitting is the most negative thing in all of sports. It's the only thing that you can do 2.5 times now. It used to be 3 out of 10 and you were an all-star. Now 2.5 times out of 10 and you're an all-star if you're successful. There's no other sport that you can be successful 2.5 times out of 10 and be considered anything. Maybe looking for another job. Quite frankly, if you shot free throws at a 2.5 times out of 10 clip, you'd be looking for another job. You're not a very good basketball player. So I'm saying is that his hitting is going well. Now's not the time to rush him per se, but I do look for him to be a part of this team in September, especially if they continue to play well enough that they are not necessarily running away with it, but if they have a comfortable lead, you can let him learn on the fly. And then next year, you make those tougher decisions of, bringing back McCann, trading McCann, or whatever else may be needed.
So you think bring him up maybe send him to AAA, in the next few weeks, the way he's tearing up
Second half.
275 with a 348 OBP in 50 games. So second half, and then September, call him up and get him a few games at least, get him some experience. Listen, if he hits like he has been, I'm just drooling at the thought of him in the 9-hole.
Yeah.
And then you bring up Brandon Nimmo. I mean, the Mets could be an unstoppable force if he comes up and contributes.